What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing my labor and delivery story time. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so when I was 40 weeks and 5 days, I was going in to get induced at the hospital at 10 p.m. on May 24th. So I went in at the hospital at 10 p.m. May 24th, and I went to the labor and delivery room and everything. And when I got there, obviously I had to put the hospital gown on. They had these little wipes that you wipe your area with, make sure it's clean down there. And y'all, the hospital gown was so confusing, like, because you have like snaps right here, then you have to tie it in the back. I did not know how to put it on, so my mom had to come in there and help me, and we still struggled for a good little minute. But eventually I got it on. I had to pee in a little cup. Then I got in the hospital bed, and the nurse came in and put the monitors on me, the one that monitor the contractions, and the other one to monitor my baby's heart rate. So after that, she put the IV in me. Okay, so I just got in which it took forever because my little veins are so tiny, y'all. They had to get 3 different nurses to find a good vein. But anyways, then they did a couple tests on me, which I hate getting those done, but they did a couple tests on me. Then after that, she told me she'd be back at 3 a.m. to start actually inducing me. How I got induced was they was gonna put a cervical pill up me, like inside of me. I'm sorry, y'all, my baby in the swing right here. She needs to go to sleep. So they was gonna induce me with the cervical pill and put it inside of me, and it was gonna help my cervix soften and dilate. So at 3 a.m. she checked my cervix to see how dilated I was, and I was only 1.5 centimeters dilated. Like, I was 40 weeks pregnant and I was only 1.5 centimeters dilated, y'all. But so she put the pill inside of me, and then she left, and I went to sleep in the hospital bed. It was kind of uncomfortable. It wasn't uncomfortable. I was thinking I would not be able to sleep in that bed, but I was able to. So then about 5 a.m. she came back and she asked me, do I want the epidural? And y'all, I was so scared of epidural, but I know I wanted to get it. So at that point I was like, no, I don't want it right now, because I was just so terrified of it. Like, I was just so scared of it, y'all, because I did not want to get paralyzed. Like, I did not want no needle going on my back. I just So I was like, no, not right now. So she came back in probably about 30 minutes later, and I told her, okay, I'm ready to get the epidural. So probably about 30 minutes later, the lady came in. Well, they asked me that I want the epidural at 5 a.m. because at 7 a.m. the doctor was going to come around and break people's water and stuff like that. And when your water breaks, your contractions start getting really close together and be really painful and all that. So she wanted me to go ahead and get the epidural before he broke my water, so I wouldn't feel the pain and everything. So I was like, let me go ahead and get the epidural. Like, I don't want to feel no pain, okay? So probably about 30 minutes later, the lady came in with all the stuff to do my epidural. And y'all, I was so scared. I started crying while she was setting all her stuff up. I was terrified, y'all. But I was like, I'm going to do this. Going to be strong, okay? Only one person can be in the room while you get the epidural. So my baby daddy and my grandma had spent the night in the room with me that night. So my baby daddy had left, and I just stayed in the room with my grandma. So I was putting a hold of my grandma's hand. So they had me like sitting on the edge of the bed with my back out. And then I had this little table and then a chair that my grandma was sitting in. So my hands was over the table holding my grandma's hand. And they was like rubbing my back and everything, getting it ready. And I'm just sitting there crying. Like, I was terrified. So basically, they numbed the area before they put the epidural needle in. So she was like, okay, you're gonna feel a bit pressure, and then you're gonna feel some stinging afterwards. So I'm like, okay, I'll prepare myself for the bit pressure, all that. She put the number needle in, y'all. I don't feel nothing. Like, it don't even feel like a shot going in me, for real. It literally feel like she took her fingernail and like did this. And she was like, okay, let me know when the stinging stop. And I'm like, girl, what's stinging? I didn't feel no pain from that needle, no stinging sensation. I'm thinking I'm finna jump because a needle going in my back. Yeah, it did not hurt at all. So she put the epidural needle in, and my back was already numb from the numbing shot, so I didn't feel the epidural needle either. It just felt like her pressing on my back, basically. So y'all, do not let nobody scare y'all about getting epidural. Just go ahead and get it, because I was terrified of it, and I was doing all that over this. It wasn't nothing, y'all. Like, a regular shot hurt more than that. Now, everybody different. Some people say it hurt really bad, some people say it don't hurt, but me personally, that did not hurt at all. Like, I don't know if I just became superwoman the day I went into labor or something, but y'all, my labor was not really painful at all to me. So after I got the epidural, I went back to sleep. Then the doctor came in at 7 to break my water, and since I got the epidural, he had to put a catheter inside me. It was like a whole bunch of doctors that came in to break the water and put the catheter in me, and they was like, butterfly your legs out. If y'all know what butterfly your legs out, that mean like put them like this. It was so, I did not want to do that, bro. Like, they was like, open them more, and then, you know, my grandma and my baby daddy still in the room. I mean, obviously my baby daddy already seen all of that, but still, like, I'm not with him no more. So, but anyways, yeah, they put the catheter in me, they broke my water, and I was thinking I wouldn't feel nothing because I got the epidural, but I was still feeling it a little bit, but it didn't hurt. It just felt like pressure. That's it. So yeah, they broke my water and they put the catheter in me, and all the doctors left the room except one. Then probably about 5 minutes later, my baby's heart rate started going down, y'all. So the nurse was like trying to change my position. She was like, go to this side, trying to sit me up, making me do all these different positions to see like if my baby's heart rate would go back up. Nothing was working. At that point, I'm starting to cry, 'cause I'm like, what's wrong with my baby, you know? So she put an oxygen mask on me to try to give me some more oxygen to help like my baby's heart rate go up too. That won't work either. So she called other doctors like, my baby's heart rate down, I need help. So all these other doctors came back in the room, and the doctor that broke my water and stuff, he stuck his hand up me, and he was like feeling my baby's head, like rubbing on my baby's head to try to like help the heart rate go back up. That won't work either. Nothing was working. So boom, he said, we're gonna have to do an emergency section. And at that point I was like, what? Like, I mean, I didn't say that, but I started crying more because I did not think I was gonna have to have no C-section, y'all. Like, I'm thinking I'm gonna push my baby out, like I'm ready to die, like I'm ready to, you know, do everything to have a vaginal birth, but I ended up having to have a C-section. And I was scared because I never had surgery before. I didn't know what to expect getting a C-section. I really didn't. But yeah, my baby's just sitting here listening to me talk. She in her swing right now. I'm gonna show y'all her at the end of the video. But anyways, yeah, so they moved my little bed into the C-section room, and it happened so fast. I didn't even know if anybody was going to be able to come in the room with me, because my baby daddy and my grandma was still sitting in the room, the labor and delivery room. So I thought I was going to have to do this all by myself. So I get in the C-section room, and they had this little blue sheet so I don't see them working on me. And then it felt like they put a wipe on me. I don't know what they did, but when they put that little cold thing on me, it felt like a cold wipe. They wiped on my stomach, and that numbed me completely. And y'all, I already had the epidural, so I was a little numb already. But y'all, from this C-section numbing, I was numb. Like, I was high. I might put a little clip in. I look really ugly in the clip. But y'all, I was like out of it. Like, my eyes was droopy. Like, I don't know, I was out of it, y'all. I felt like I was just doing crack cocaine or something, because that numbing medicine they put on me or whatever was not playing. But anyway, my baby daddy came in the room to hold my hand, and I was so grateful, because like I said, I thought I was gonna have to do the C-section on my own. So I held my baby daddy's hand, and then the doctor told me like, okay, you're gonna feel pressure and you're gonna feel tugging. And I did feel that when they were stitching me back up, but when they was cutting me open, it didn't really hurt, but it hurted. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I was numb, like I didn't feel it, but I felt it. It's really difficult to explain. I don't know, y'all. but I felt them cutting me. Like, I didn't feel it, but I knew they was cutting me. I don't know, y'all. I don't know how to explain it, but just know that's how it was. So I didn't feel them pulling the baby out or nothing. I was thinking when they pulled my baby out, I was gonna feel like a big pressure, but I didn't. I did not even know they had pulled my baby out of me. I just know they had put my baby over the sheet so me and my baby daddy could see her. And they was like, here's your baby. Like, we seen her for like 2 seconds. And y'all, I didn't even know if that was my baby for real or not. Or I didn't know if I was dreaming because I was so high. Like, I was so out of it for real from all that numbing medicine. But I really thought when I first seen my baby, she was a boy. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I thought I had got my gender wrong. Because she looked like a little boy. But I only seen her for like 1 second when they put her up there. So, but she came out looking really dark. So I thought she was dark skinned because my baby daddy's dark skinned. But she's actually my skin tone. But yeah, they put the baby up there for like 2 seconds. Then they rushed off with her to do whatever. So after that, they started stitching me back up. And that's the part that actually kind of hurt it. Like, I felt them like pulling, like, felt like they took my stomach and just yanked it. Like, I don't know. Like, the stitching me back up part did hurt a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was kind of squeezing my baby at his hand. And when they was cutting me open and stuff, I wasn't really making noise. I was making a little bit of noise. But once they was stitching me back up, I was making like some loud grunts. Like some loud moans. Like, I'm not finna try to impersonate the groans and the grunts I was doing. But y'all, I was in there moaning and groaning and grunting. Because that was hurting, but I won't scream or nothing. So yeah, I was kind of holding my baby daddy hand a little tighter. Because I'm like, this part kind of hurt. But after they stitched me back up, I was done. And I was just laying there. Like, did I really have a baby? Like, oh my God. You know? But I was still out of it. Like, I was so out of it. I felt like in my head, I'm thinking I'm walking all around the hospital. Like, I was so out of it, y'all. That numbing medicine do not play with you. But so they rolled my bed back into the labor and delivery room I was originally in, and then I was just sitting there high as ever, and my grandma was talking to me, and I was so out of it, like, for real. So sadly, y'all, I really didn't like having a C-section, like, because my labor was fast. I had my baby at 7:44 in the morning, and mind y'all, I went in the hospital at 10 a.m. So that was a pretty fast labor. But at the same time, like, I didn't get to hold my baby instantly. If I would have had a vaginal birth, they would have put my baby on me. I would have got it done skin to skin with her immediately. But I didn't get to do all that because I had to have a C-section. So that's the part I didn't really like about it. And then sadly, y'all, I was overdue. My due date was May 19th. I didn't give birth to my daughter until May 25th. So my baby went over her due date. And when babies go over their due date, they're more likely to poop during labor. So that's what my baby did. Oh, bless you, baby. Bless you, baby. That's what my baby did. She pooped during labor. I don't know if it's during labor or during birth, like while they was taking her out, but she pooped. And when a baby poops during labor, it gets in their fluids. I don't know, y'all, but it messes up their lungs and gets in their fluids and kind of messes with their breathing a little bit. So my baby was breathing like really fast, kind of. So they did have to take my baby to the NICU. And I wasn't able to see my baby till 8 p.m. that day. Like, I had her at 7:44 in the morning. And I wasn't actually able to see my baby other than that one little second or when they held her up until 8 p.m. that day because my legs was numb. I couldn't get up and walk. When I finally could go, I had to get in the wheelchair. But yeah, my baby daddy went to the NICU and seen her. He took pictures of her and everything. So the first time I actually seen what my baby looked like was through a picture. But like, I was still so in love. I'm like, oh my God, that's my baby. Like, she was so adorable, so cute. Like, I was so in love instantly. So while I was in the labor and delivery room, after I had her and my baby daddy was in the NICU and everything, the nurse came in to push on my stomach to get the afterbirth out and everything. And people say that hurt so bad. So I was kind of scared for that part. but I was so numb. I didn't feel her pushing on my stomach. Like, I didn't feel it. But they had to keep doing it like every 2 hours. So eventually the numbing medicine started wearing off and I felt her push on my stomach. But it still didn't hurt. Like, people were saying that hurt so bad, like it felt like somebody stabbed me or something. That did not hurt me. Like I said, y'all, I don't know if I was superwoman that day or what, but my labor did not really hurt to me at all. Like, it did not hurt. But after the numbing medicine started wearing off, y'all, I felt pain. Like, it was worse than actually doing the C-section, bro. Like, I felt where they cut me open. Like, it was hurting so bad. But eventually they moved my bed again to the postpartum room because I had my baby. And, you know, in the postpartum room, they gave me some pain meds and everything. They come in to check my bleeding and everything. Because, you know, after you give birth, you're going to bleed a lot. Because you have to get all that extra stuff out of you. So they come in, push on my stomach, check my bleeding, all that type of stuff. So then when 8 p.m. came, I finally was able to go in the NICU and see my baby. My baby did not have to stay in the NICU long at all. She only stayed in there like a few days, and then she came home perfectly healthy and everything. So yeah, when I finally see my baby in the NICU, I was so happy. Like, oh my god, I really had my baby. Like, it was just like, really, I don't know, like, this is the baby that's been growing inside me for 9 months. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy, y'all. Like, I couldn't believe I really just had a baby. But yeah, that was my labor and delivery story time pretty much. Now my recovery process, like, y'all, recovering after a C-section hurts so bad. Everything I do hurts. Walking, peeing, getting out of bed, moving my leg even 1 inch. Anything I do, it hurts so bad. So, like, it's kind of hard to take care of a baby and do things. I'm kind of getting better now because I'm currently like almost 2 weeks postpartum, and I'm gonna do a postpartum video too for y'all. But yeah, the recovery hurts so bad, like, literally. And then you have to be so careful because you don't want to lift anything too heavy because you don't want to mess up your incision. If you don't know what an incision is, it's just like where they cut me from the C-section. If you mess up your incision, the stitches can pop back open, all that type of stuff. So you really have to be careful. Yeah, like I said, that's pretty much it for my story time. So now, are y'all ready to meet my baby girl? Because she getting fussy in this swing, y'all. She is getting fussy in this swing. So I'm gonna show y'all my baby girl right now. So, oh. So here she, hold on, y'all. So here she is. Here's my daughter. She is so pretty, y'all. She is so pretty. This is my baby girl, Briella. She really don't want to do right. This is my baby girl, Briella. She is so beautiful. I love her to death. I love her to death. Say hey, baby girl. Say hey, baby girl. But yeah, like I said, that's pretty much it for this video. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you would like to follow my journey with me and my baby girl, because now that she's actually here, I can show y'all like days in the life, vlogs, and all that type of stuff. So yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe to help my channel grow. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye. We love you.
Shopping in Paris, sailing overseas and just straight me in Gucci, no. All I ever asked was you to pick up.